people, it's Adam K here. Now, Justin Waller, the Tate brothers, the Belmars, the Tam Khans, the footballers, everyone. Respect, they've made it, they're clear. On social media, you see everyone talking about the million. You show everyone flexing the Ferraris, the women, the Dubais, the everything. They talk about the e-commerce, the trading, the crypto, right? The business, everything. But what they don't talk about is the first 100k, right? Onwards. Now, that's what I'm here for. So I'm going to cut straight to it, and I'm going to cut it down in plain sight how you make your first 100k by your early 20s. Now, I'm hoping the people watching this are in their teens, right? Now listen up. Firstly, don't get infected by social media and what you see. It's only getting worse and worse, and they won't talk about who they were in their teens and what they had to do, because they don't want to bait out their weaknesses. Yeah, their weaknesses. They don't want to show them. But you know, I'm here for the people. I'm a man of the people. Big up. Come. I'm going to talk to you about all the little details it takes to stack up. And there's no shame in budgeting. It's how you manage money. It's a smart move, right? Don't care what anyone says. Yeah? I can't remember the last time I looked at the price of things. If I wanted to buy a house outright, I could buy a house outright. It's not about it. I've got my dream car. You know, I've had all the drip. Had all the girls. Been to plenty of countries. I don't care. If anyone wants to violate, I do not get embarrassed. I've done it all. I'm maxed X speed out. That's why I'm making this video. I've done everything I've wanted to do. Now I'm just on side quests. Anyway, first of all, between 16 and 19, I became a barber at 19. At 16, I was making £2. At 15, I was making £2.90 an hour in pharmacy, an apprenticeship. Then it went on at 17 to about £7. At 18, it was about £7, £58. At 19, it was about £9. Right, so at £2.90, £5, £7, £9. That's how my wages went up. Now I'll talk about that period of life. Yeah, I'd never go out with mates. Play football here and there. Go for the odd meal, maybe like once every 2 months. But I wouldn't. I'd wear my brother's old clothes. My brother was a few years older than me, about 6 years older than me. I'd wear his old clothes. I didn't care. It is what it is. I wasn't interested in drip. I wasn't interested in my dream car yet. I wasn't interested in seeing girls yet. I was locked in. All I knew is that I had to make money and I had to stack money, because there's no way I'm buying a house or my first car if I don't have at least 10,000 in the bank. Right? Anyway, food. You should be going gym. There's no doubt about it. You should be going gym in the evening for at least 1 hour. Right? If you don't have anyone to go gym with, find a mate that wants to go gym with you. Right? So food. Petrol stations, they do £1, £2 sandwiches of egg mayo. It's got your protein in it. Chicken tikka, it's got your protein in it. You know, eat what your mum cooks. A lot of Asian lads have mums that cook every day, 2 meals a day. They're blessed. There's some white boys that don't, you know what I mean? It's fair enough. The mum don't cook a lot or whatever, or the meals don't have much protein in it, whatever. I don't know your financial situation. Maybe, you know, there could be some really poor people watching this video, and it is what it is. Petrol station. It's there. There's no shame in it. A pizza sometimes, like you get some people that eat the pizzas from Domino's and whatnot that cost £12. What's that? 1 hour of your work now, 2 hours of your work. Is it really worth it? You're going to be shitting it out the next day. You know, you got to be smarter. If you want pizza, go to Asda and get a pizza. Maybe go to Chester's, get a pizza. Chester's pizzas and these, you know, Asian takeaway owners of cheap pizzas. Anyway, you want to be budgeting with your food. I never used to go out for meals with the lads, but when it came to having a holiday, I'd make sure I attended that holiday in July. I'd just make sure that, right? Now, getting onto holidays, you want to make sure you have the cheapest flights possible, right? I think it's Wednesdays and Sundays is the cheapest flights. Then you want to book the cheapest hotels possible. This is in your teens. You don't need to be flexing just yet, right? You can visit the country, budget it, have a good time there. You don't want to be there any longer than 6 days. Come the 7th day, you're going to be bored and you're going to be like, right, I want to get back home now. I think when in my teens we used to go on holidays for about 5 days max. Right? Some countries you only visit for about 3 before you get aboard. Barcelona, Budapest, Paris, places like this. You only need to go for 3 days. Or maybe one day in your early 20s, when you got 100k in the bank, you can go to the Thailands and the Singapores and the Malaysias all in one trip. The 14-day trips, you know, the 1 month trips, whatever it is. Not yet. Working hours, work as much as you can. Get off the gaming, forget it. Unless you're making your money from the gaming and fairs, you know, work as many hours as you can, accept as many shifts as you can. Because when you're younger, in your teens and your early 20s, you've got the most energy you'll ever have. Make use of it. Most people don't have back pains and neck pains and all these pains. I did, but I still carried on. But anyway, push it through to the limit. Make as much money as you can and save as much money as you can. Remember, getting to 100k takes 10Ks. So you've got to make it to your first 10k first. And that takes stacking the hundreds and stacking the tens. Right. Thirdly, right, no gambling. You're not at the stage yet where you can burn money away. Maybe when you have 100k in the bank, then yeah, you can risk something. Maybe when you have 20k in the bank, you can risk something. Right? No gambling. At all. A car. Now, you know, you get a lot of people who want the Mercedes straight away and then wrap it up after 2 weeks of having it. I've seen it before. You know, you see the people that have the dream car, the McLaren, the Lambos, whatever, the Golf R's, whatever. Fairs, right? But your first car, you're going to end up with bumps, scratches and accidents within the first year. My first car was like £700. And I'm glad because it ended up with scratches on it, whatever. Gets you from A to B, right? Insurance is cheaper. You know, at this point, you need to be stacking your dollars up, your pounds up. So just get a cheap car that gets you from A to B. Now, if you really want a certain car, then just go for it. Forget it. You might not be alive next week. It is what it is. But you need to sit down with yourself and journal and decide who you are, right? And who you want to become and what sacrifice you're going to have to take. You're going to have to write it all down. Next, your direct debits. You need to control all your direct debits. Some people are paying for Netflix and they don't even watch Netflix. Some people are paying for PSN, they don't even play PlayStation online. You need to check your direct debits. You need to go on your phone right now, go to your banking app, check what you're paying for. If there's anything you don't use, ring up your bank, get on the website, cancel that direct debit. No smoking, no drinking, right? What's the point of drinking when the next day you're just pissing it out? What's the point of smoking when you're just burning away? You're basically burning away money. What's the point paying for expensive meals when the next day you're just shitting it out? You're not at that stage yet, right? Maybe one day, or maybe one day when, you know, you're not bothered. Maybe one day when you're making a meal's worth amount of money in 20 minutes, then fairs. But anyway, that's not that important. You don't enjoy your job. Next, let's say you don't enjoy your job. You've got to stick it through. Up until you have about 20 grand in the bank, you need to stick at that job. You need to put as many hours in as you can. When I went into barbering, I had £20,000 saved. I thought, you know, I can do this. Right? I kept it on the side. I did it as a side hustle at first. But as soon as I had 20 grand, I was like, right, I'm going full send in the barbering, and I risked it. I didn't know how much money I was going to start making in barbering at all, but all I knew is it was going to bring me the £5 faster and the £10 faster. Sit down with yourself, decide who you want to be. Right? If you don't like your job, think about what do you do? What do you like? Do you like cleaning? Do you like joinery? Do you like building? Do you like fitness? Do you want to become a personal trainer? Do you like art? Do you want to become a barber? Do you want to become an artist? You need to decide who you want to do that as a side hustle, something that you love, yeah, and that you have passion for. You need to do as a side hustle, because you won't even see it as work, and you'll just be making money from it. Clothes, designer clothing, waste of money, absolute waste of money. Half of them probably made in China anyway, right? They have plenty of replicas. Second of all, if you're banging gym, you're going to be growing. You're going to be growing out of them clothes in a year's time, and then you're going to lose hundreds when it comes to reselling. It's not worth it. Maybe one day when you reach your right physique, you know, and you're all happy with it, then yeah, get yourself the odd garments. But even now, there's a few designer clothes that I'm selling. I design my own clothes now. Yeah, it's good. You go out, you go partying, it's quick flex, yeah. But your personality, right? This is where your personality development comes in. Your personality shouldn't just be the materialistic side of things. It should actually be quite an interesting personality. You know, a bit of meditating, some storytelling, you know, here and there, a few dates, a few stories to tell first. Right, builds up the XP. But designer clothes isn't going to hide your shit personality. The design clothes ain't going to hide the fact that when you take them for a meal, you can't afford to buy X, Y, or Z. You need to just wait till you can do something properly, then full send it. Otherwise, don't do it at all. Don't go on a holiday if you're budgeting way too much. Don't go on a holiday if you can't even afford taxis when you're on the holiday and you've got to walk around everywhere. Just wait and go when you can have the best time ever and you're not looking at the price of things. Now, girls, you should only be interested in getting with a girl if you've got 10,000 in the bank. If you ain't got 10,000 in the bank and you're trying to rizz up girls, you're worrying about the wrong things, mate. Let's say you get with this girl, yeah? Let's say you get pregnant. How are you going to provide for the family? How are you going to provide for the kid? Where are you going to live? Can you afford to buy a house yet? Do you even have a car yet? What are you going to do? Get buses and get taxis with the girl everywhere? Fix up. But yeah, and that is it. Stack it all up. Stack it, stack it, stack it. Keep an eye on your bank. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Each 1,000 and you'll make it. That's how I did. And you'll make it before sooner than you know it. It takes a bit of patience. Patience is a virtue. But yeah, and that is it. That is all I have to say. Hopefully that helps. And my Instagram is AdamK_the mentor. When you reach your first 100k, and if what I've said today has helped, send me a message one day and let me know. I appreciate it. Click subscribe, and the next video I will talking to you about how you can make any business flourish. One thing I forgot to mention, lads, I'm going to add in is sleeping hours. You have to sacrifice it. Yeah, they say 7 hours is healthy. You know, you need 7.5 hours. You need 6 hours sleep. Yeah, but what is your priority? And it ain't going to do you harm just for a few years lacking on some sleep. Do you know what I mean? What are you? You're a bitch. Do you know those times when I'd work till midnight, and if there was a motive at night time, then I'd go link the lads last minute, and then, you know, I'd show my face for a bit. Sometimes I'd be working till 4 in the morning, and my mum would be saying to me, Adam, you need to go sleep, what are you doing? You need to go sleep. I'm just like, chill. Those times where I'd be sat there at 11 PM sitting on card, and you can't say no to a client wanting a haircut because you're basically saying no to money. You gotta become a bit of a yes man, and you gotta sacrifice the sleep. That's one of the important part that plays a role in making your way to 100k.